Okay. Okay, what the heck was that? Okay. Okay. That was great. That was amazing. Now, okay, quick little disclaimer. If you're a Habs fan looking for the Habs game review of the Canadiens versus the Coyotes, I'm not going to upload that right now. I'll upload that tomorrow because right now it's like 2 a.m. in Montreal right now, so there's really no point to uploading a Habs video about the Habs when it's 1 a.m. where the Habs are supposed to be located. And that just doesn't really make any sense. I'll upload it when people are awake and actually willing to watch it. Let's talk about the Canucks because Canucks fans, it's like 10:30-ish right now, so we're still all awake. We're still living off of this game. The Vancouver Canucks won 5-3 against the Los Angeles Kings, and that was not that bad of a game if you're looking at it from the score sheet for the Los Angeles Kings. Hey, the Kings, man, they scored 3 goals. They were 2 away from tying the game. It looks like a pretty close game at face value, right? But boy, oh boy, let me tell you, that was not this game. This game was not close. This game was as far away from close as you can get. This was a stacked Canucks power play going to town on an LA Kings team that was pretty much being carried by one player whose name is Jonathan Quick. The Vancouver Canucks were so good in this one that they scored 5 goals on Quick, and yet Quick still walked out of this game with an .898 save percentage. If he made one more save, it would have been a .900 save percentage. That's how good he was. 49 shots on Jonathan Quick, 44 saves. That is a pretty impressive stat line for a guy who was just getting pummeled and pummeled and pummeled with crazy opportunities the entire game. Sure, the Kings got 3 goals on however many shots they had, 21 saves for Jacob Markstrom. He had a worse save percentage than Quick. But still, this was just a Vancouver slaughterhouse where they were completely going to town, and it wasn't like that on the score sheet, but trust me, this game was nuts. It all starts in the first period where Jeff Carter gets a goal right off the bat from Anze Kopitar. It's 3 minutes in, it's whatever, but hey, the Vancouver Canucks power play is the one that strikes back here. The first power play gets to work, and this one was just so beautiful. An absolutely beautiful cycle where Petey, Hughes, and Boeser are doing their thing. Petey and Boeser are on their off wing, so Pettersson is on the right, Boeser is on the left, and all of a sudden, Hughes sends it over to Pettersson. Pettersson one-times it, but it's blocked by Martinez. It comes back to Pettersson, who has some room, he has some space, but he immediately sends it over to Hughes once again to the top of that umbrella there. Hughes takes it, passes it over to Petey, who winds up once again, but instead of slapping it on net, he passes it right through the slot over to Boeser, who holds it, and he shoots it, and it's in on Jonathan Quick under the arm. It's a tie game, and Brock Boeser has a power play goal. This one, his 5th on the year. This was Pettersson's 12th assist on the season. Can you believe that? Imagine that. Pettersson is over an assist a game this year. He has 12 assists on this goal. Hughes has 7 assists. And all is looking great in Canuckland with this goal because the statistics don't lie. The Canucks are getting the production from the guys that we want to score goals and get assists. But give it 2 more minutes on the power play once again, and this time it's Pettersson and Hughes. This time Pettersson's on the left side, so they're on their proper wings. They're cycling it like normal. Pettersson throws it over to the top of the umbrella to Quinn Hughes, who winds up with a shot, and it's in. This time it's tipped in by Bo Horvat. Bo Horvat gets his 6th on the year. Pettersson, another assist, 13 assists on the year for Elias Pettersson. Hughes has 8 assists, and all of a sudden the Canucks are leaving this period up 2-1. 2 points for Pettersson, 2 points for Quinn Hughes, and everything is looking awesome. Then the second period comes around, and the Kings actually tie it up. And early on in this game, the Canucks in the second period were just totally getting their shots on. They were just totally doing their thing. The shots in the second period ended up being 21-7 in favor for Vancouver, but only 2 goals were scored in that second period. The first one by LA, the second one by Brock Boeser. This one is a really long stretch pass from Elias Pettersson from past the Canucks blue line. Like, this is Vancouver territory right here, and he throws it all the way to the LA blue line, where Boeser picks it up. He's in on a breakaway. He comes in, forehand, backhand, lifts it over the pad. It's in by Jonathan Quick. You can actually hear, right before Pettersson makes the pass, you can hear Drew Doughty. He loudly exclaims a word that I will not repeat on this broadcast because it's an inappropriate word, and after you hear him shout this word out, you can see the pass coming over from Petey. You can see Doughty sliding across, trying to block the passing lane because he knows that he screwed up and he left that lane open. The fact that he left that lane open was the reason he yelled out that curse word, and it eventually led to Boeser's second on the game. Petey, the man's at 3 assists. Petey is going off, and at this point, Petey is hitting people too. He gets hooked, he gets hit on the stomach by Jeff Carter, and instead of looking at the ref, looking for the penalty, he goes straight over to Alec Martinez, and he buries him into the boards. Physical Petey, feisty Petey coming out to play here, him getting the assists in there, him getting the hits in there, and then all of a sudden later in the third period he gets a goal, which we'll talk about, but Petey, man, Elias Pettersson, what a play. Then on the power play, 55 seconds in, it's Brock Boeser again for the hat trick. Boeser gets 7th on the year right here. This one is assisted by Horvat and JT Miller. Now, initially it looks like a JT Miller goal in front, but it actually just bounces off of Drew Doughty, who's in the slot. Because Boeser, he's on the right side, he takes a shot at the net. It looks like a slap pass to Miller, but it's off of Doughty and in. So Boeser is credited with the hat trick here. Horvat gets himself his 5th assist on the year. Miller, he gets himself his 8th assist on the year. Horvat is at 11 points. Brock Boeser is over here with the hat trick, 7 goals on the year. And then Pettersson comes up later on the power play once more. This one is Brock Boeser and Quinn Hughes. Again, it's the guys that we want to get the points. Hughes over to Boeser. Boeser throws it over to Petey through the slot. And Petey, he has some room. They're anticipating a pass. They're anticipating a play. So Petey takes that opportunity, walks right in, shoots it, bar down. Oh my goodness. Pettersson has 4 points on the night. Boeser has 4 points on the night. Pettersson is at 4 goals on the year. But that doesn't matter, because that's his 17th point on the season. 17 points in 12 games for Elias Pettersson right here, and the man is absolutely on fire. Boeser gets his 7th assist on the year, so he's at 14 points now too. Quinn Hughes is over here. He gets his 9th assist on the season, his first 3-point game in his career. And it's all on the power play here. So the Vancouver Canucks power play absolutely comes to life. Jeff Carter, who started the scoring back in the first, ends the scoring here with a late goal with like a minute 10 to go or whatever. And that's all she wrote in the Vancouver Canucks 5-3 win over Los Angeles. And I just have to say, man, we have a different team. This power play is so gosh darn good. It's the first time that we scored 4 power play goals in a game since Game 8 in Boston. If you know what game I'm talking about, then you're a true G. Game 8 in Boston was pretty much the first Canucks game in Boston after the finals. So in the 2011-2012 season, that was the game where Cody Hodgson had his absolute bomb of a slap shot coming down the right side. I still remember watching that game, and that was the last game where we scored 4 power play goals. And we did it again here. The Canucks win a game that looks close on paper. 5-3 looks quite close, but no. No. The Kings hadn't been outshot all season by any team that they've faced so far, and they got outshot here by over double the shots. LA, man, what's going on? Quick, I will give it to Quick, though. I made that video about Quick slowing down. Haha, pardon the pun. I made that video about Quick slowing down about a week ago, 2-3 weeks ago. I think it was way more than a week ago, now that I think about it, but he looked great. The Canucks easily could have scored like 9, 10, 11 maybe goals in this game if it wasn't for Quick. The guy was crazy good, and he's a guy that let in 5 goals in a game. So, I'm going to give mega props to Quick for bouncing back against that 8-goal performance against the Canucks on their home opener where Bo Horvat was given the C. But seriously though, that LA defense, that LA penalty kill took a hit today, and the Vancouver power play, Elias Pettersson and Brock Boeser and Quinn Hughes and Bo Horvat, these guys were the guys that caused that. And I'm really happy to have witnessed it. Hope you enjoyed this video, Social 99, and bye.